first home defeat all season. Was it a worrying performance from Arsenal? Still 4 points clear.
Yeah, it was just an odd performance, Jeff. It was a performance that we keep seeing from Arsenal recently. Liverpool game was the same. Forest away, you expect them to go there and win. To get 2 points from a possible 9 in the last 3 games is not the form to win Premier Leagues. Sorry, these headphones are horrendous. But it's not panic stations yet for Arsenal. Like you said, 4 points. It's still a nice, comfy lead in the moment. But my only worry for Arsenal is they haven't got many injuries at the moment. Man City have got Diaz, Stones, Gvardiol all out. They've got to come back. They're good at the running. Rodri's going to get up to speed game by game. So maybe Manchester City will come really strong, Jeff, last 10, 12 games.
Yeah. I got battered earlier in the season when I said that Arsenal needed to be more creative and not rely on set plays so much. But goodness me, even Patrick Vieira is saying precisely that now. They just don't create anything. No wonder. None of their strikers are in the top 20 goal scorers in the Premier League. Can you win a Premier League title without a goal scorer in the top 20 in the Premier League?
I think you can this season. How up and down Manchester City have been, how poor Liverpool have been, how poor Chelsea have been. I think this is the season they might get away with it, Arsenal. But I agree with you yesterday. They're dying for a goal, Jeff. The subs he brought on was like panic stations. It was four subs, then it was another one. It was like no one knew where they was playing. It didn't even help. Set piece, goal. It's like they are becoming set piece FC Arsenal.
Yeah.
The talent they've got, it should be relentless attacks, relentless chances, but we're not seeing that. Gabriel Jesus, we big him up and then he doesn't turn up. Saka is at 4 Premier League goals this season. Not enough for him. Gyökeres, when you come on, didn't really offer anything. So not good enough for Arsenal.
Well, speaking after the defeat, Mikel Arteta said he needs to lift his players and give them a little reminder.
Because it's natural in the process of winning that you're going to lose a match, and it's how you react to that. And the first thing that you have to do is make sure that these guys know how good they are and how much we value what they are doing. And after that, put your head down, accept any criticism, any questions, and show on the pitch in the next opportunity, which is going to be in 3 days' time, how good we are again.
I thought Mikel Arteta, by the way, afterwards, after the game, handled himself with a lot of dignity. Yes. You know, he didn't blame fatigue. He absolutely refused to point to the number of matches and simply said, you know, United were the better team. So I thought he handled himself really, really well there. I didn't think the crowd necessarily handled themselves well, though, because you could sense the nervousness from... Well, pretty much as soon as United had equalised, you could sense how edgy the crowd were. So, I mean, you played the game, Gabby. Yeah. You know, do players feel that 100%. Nervousness amongst the crowd?
And it affects players. Because every time a player receives the ball, and, I mean, Eze come on, and he had a couple of touches, and the fans are on him straight away to hurry it up. But sometimes when you want to plan an attack, you've got to keep calm. You've got to take your time and find the right spaces. So it definitely affects the players. And I agree with you. It's the same against Liverpool. It was like this Arsenal fan base think that Arsenal should win every game 2-3-0 because of the squad of players they've got. And Liverpool have been poor this season and Manchester United have been poor. But it doesn't work like that. If they don't calm their nerves, it's going to affect the players.
Yeah. Andy, the Arsenal fan, says, Gabby, you're spot on. It's not panic stations yet, but it's an odd phase for us. We don't seem to have the get-out-of-jail card to win a game when we need it. Happily take Rodgers off you in the summer and offload Odegaard and Martinelli. Well, the phone lines were inundated on the final word last night, and one of those callers was Karim, who was furious about Mikel Arteta's handbrake on football.
Arteta with the handbrake. You don't want to attack. He tried to. I think that was the first time ever that he's made so many substitutions before the hour mark. But again, it's the same system. You've got all this firepower on the bench that everyone wants to talk about. But you're not, like, why not go 2 up front? Why not play Gyökeres with Jesus, who can hold up the ball better than Gyökeres? I just don't understand why every game Arteta just wants to put the handbrake on and, like, Liverpool, poor. Everyone seems to get points off this team. We couldn't. Forest. We just can't. It's just like everything's slow. Even when we went to 2-2, Ray has the ball. He's telling everyone to calm down, slow down. Marino, slow down. the problem isn't just the players. The problem is they've been built so much on the handbrake and to slow everything down that we're just always gonna be known as the team that finishes second.
Do they play with a handbrake on? I mean, look, I the finger being pointed at Arteta, but when you see he's starting Bukayo Saka, he's starting Trossard, he's starting Odegaard, it's an attacking side.
I disagree. It's an easy excuse there for some of the fans. When it was 2-2, Jeff, or when it was 2-1, straight away, Zubimendi's off. His defensive midfielder's off. He's trying to go attacking. He's bringing Marino on. He's bringing Eze on. Madueke come on in the end as well. He's throwing everything at it. So I disagree with that comment. I feel that would Arteta love to win 1 or 2-0 and keep it calm and keep it no conceding goals or chances? Yes, he would. But yesterday, I think he did go for it. But I just look at Arsenal, Jeff, and we don't like using the term bottling it, but are they doing everything they can to not win the Premier League? Because how many chances have they had to extend their lead to 9 to 12 points? And to get 2 out of the last 9 available points seems to me that they're doing everything they can to not win this Premier League.
Nick says there are games not to lose in a season. This is one of them. I'm not convinced Arteta has a winning mentality. He transmits negativity from the touchline. Can we swap him for Iraola? That's from Nick, who's in Hua Hin in Thailand at the moment. And Taylor says, morning, boys. 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and you two giving Arsenal pelters. 4 points clear in the Prem, 7 in 7 in the Champions League. Taylor, look, mate, Arsenal don't get pelters very often. That's because they're top of the table at the moment. 7 in 7 in the Champions League. You'd have swapped a defeat against Inter in midweek for winning that game yesterday. Because frankly, in the league phase of the Champions League, it doesn't really matter very much. Whether you're 7 in 7, 5 in 7, whatever, you're going to go through to the next stages.
If they don't win it this season, though, Jeff, wow.
Yeah. I know.
This is the season to win it, Arsenal.
Piers Morgan been tweeting. He said, we should have gone 9 points clear last weekend. Now we are wobbling again, playing way too nervously / defensively. We've been on this rodeo for the last 3 years, and I refuse to let us do it again. Our players need to put their big boy pants back on and attack our way to the title. Here's one for you. Noel in Northern Ireland's texted. It says, Man United win 2 games in a row and the missing red shirts are out on the streets again. Wonder how long till they're calling for the failed ex-Middlesbrough manager Michael Carrick to go. Settle down, all the Arsenal haters. Arsenal will win the league in a canter. The league is over and has been since mid-November. Thank you, Noel.
If they do win it, Jeff, it could be one of the most underwhelming league titles ever from Arsenal. Set piece United could win a league with that, but Piers Morgan, don't hear of him, Jeff. only when Arsenal have a big win, he comes on here, Jeff, and he wants to talk for 10 minutes. When they lose, you don't hear of him. A ghost.
Yeah, it won't. If Arsenal win the league, they won't care how they've done it. Won't care how they've done it at all. Connell says Manchester United are a team playing a maximum of 1 game per week against big boy teams, playing 3 games a week. But yeah, big boy teams have got to get used to playing 3 games a week, Connell.
Arsenal got two different sides to play.
Yeah, exactly.
The squad's that good. Ranieri's had to go to Marseille for game time.
Yeah.